April showers bring May flowers, so why not start to plant your plant shopping now?
That's right. Lori Wallace
What's that?
is at Martha's Garden.
What's her name?
With how you can visit. Lori Wallace.
I mean, nothing like saying happy birthday to someone than making them feel really old. We're mean, John. We are mean. Talking about how cheap gas was, how cheap it was to buy a house. Sorry.
Doesn't matter.
But
I'm aware
birthday.
how old I am.
All right, yes, I'm in Martha's Gardens. I'm in Newcastle. I'm in my happy spot because would you look at all the succulents, and they're getting ready to plant out here all kinds of things. They've been busy working. This weather has made it a little bit difficult for Tom and Cindy to get things ready and going, but you're on your way.
Yeah, all these beds, we just got tilled this last week. We're getting ready probably this next week to plant tomatoes in the ground. If the weather will let us do it, and then all the rest of the vegetables will get in here and other beds that we have in our vegetable area.
Yeah, this is a huge property, and when I was here about 2 years ago, everything was in bloom, everything was green and growing, and we're in a different place right now, so it's kind of fun to see it here in the beginning stages. It's going to look a lot different as people start to visit in the spring and summer.
And it changes almost every week during the spring and summer. It'll change every week, but during all of the season that we're open, it'll be something different every month. So we encourage people to come out once a month. Come out on Saturdays and see what everything has changed. So it does change a lot.
And each area of the property has something different and special to offer. I wanted to come back here where the succulents are because I feel like most people who are starting out, maybe trying to plant, maybe want to get into plants a little bit more, they start with succulents because they think they're easier to grow, which I don't know that I totally believe that, but they are easy to transplant and move and propagate.
They are. You can actually just take a piece of one of those plants, put it in the ground, and it'll root. So succulents are a very easy plant to start with, especially if you're doing it in a container or you have a limited space and that kind of thing, and they'll give you a lot of beauty.
Yeah, we'll walk back here because this is where Cindy does all her fun magic back here. This is where all the propagating happens, the little greenhouse.
That's our greenhouse, and that's where she gets everything started, and then during the winter months we try and protect it in here from the cold weather in the greenhouse also, but she'll propagate a lot of stuff in the greenhouse.
And that's been one of the hardest things with the weather, the freeze. In fact, even this morning you guys were dealing with that.
We had a small section on the property on the upper end that was frozen, and a week ago we brought a whole bunch of these plants out of the greenhouse, and the next day we had a frost. So yeah, that's the life of a farmer. You just kind of have to roll with everything that's going on.
But you have a happy dog here with you, and that really makes up for it. Okay, so Cindy's over here moving things around. What do you got going on over here, Cindy?
I am transplanting or potting up some of the succulents that I took cuttings of, and once they're big enough, then I put them into the pot that we will eventually sell them in once they get a little bigger.
Yeah.
So this is an echeveria, and they're kind of hard to grow, but they're really pretty when they get big. So, yeah, I have tons of them. There's more.
She does. She has tons. I know.
A lot of time here.
It's not a bad place to spend your time, especially on a beautiful day like this. I know Jordan's in studio, loves all the succulents. It's a fun place to come out because you walk around, you get a lot of ideas. You have good expertise here from the farmers on the property, and then of course you can leave with all the little plants that you want that you need for your garden, and you get to hang out with this guy right here, Rufus, who's been following me around ever since I scratched behind his ear. Okay, I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
And Lori's going back to enjoying the plants and the pup.
And the pup.